First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Detroit Lions. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll run with a rookie drafted in the 3rd round. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give them 15 yards to start their first drive of the game. Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put them in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs? That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
16 more on that one and another first down. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball on both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
47 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Howard. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 17-yard line. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues. They'll look to throw here on first down. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their legs.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Steelers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one 28 yards on the ground. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. The Lions at 5-9 on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Gibbs will try and pick it up. But he'll be taken about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the 1st down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30.
Black 20.
Off play action. Here's Goff. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Goff. To the sideline and incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 12-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 and the 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6.
Here we go. 180.
They'll go again with Gibbs. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. They couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
Montgomery will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown.
Sometimes offense, if you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They begin the drive with Johnson. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Howard. Completes it to Austin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Let's go now. 60 bicep. Riggs. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Check out.
Back to throw. Howard. Caught by Wilson. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
Roll. And then, go.
Johnson running left. Able to avoid him. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. 75 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area and disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now a screen set up for Johnson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
He's had success running the football, and this is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
Set. Viking 18. 7 Pirates. 70 Rangers. 79 Broncos.
Austin, the man in motion left. To throw is Howard from the gun on 3rd down. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
By 20.
Now a give to Gibbs, running left. And blocked down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Flush to his right. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
The 2nd down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here's Goff. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. That's big Cameron Hayward adding another sack to his career total. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And into the end zone, a scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. The extra point attempt to come here. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Howard.
And the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And Wilson with it, complete. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
On 4th down, Corliss Waitman on to punt.
Back deep, Khalif Raymond. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Boswell for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
And that'll be incomplete. Trying to find Jameson Williams. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
He was covered by Patrick Queen.
Come on. Twos. 180.
Here's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts.
It's a gain of
as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
First down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's first and 10. Back to throw, Goff. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
And that's one where if you get your hands on it, you should expect to make the play. That could have gone for big yardage, but he just couldn't get it to stick to those big mitts.
Like 20.
Gibbs straight ahead. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Now third down and 7.
Go tonight. Like 20. What's that?
Here's Goff. Flushed out right.
He rifles one. That's going to be intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Chris Boswell.
Well, CD, that's a huge play by this defense in a close ball game. I think he was trying to just extend the play. They're getting outside the pocket, but he throws a costly pick 6.
Yeah, he's trying to find someone open. You're exactly right. He wasn't looking to run. He was looking to throw. The result, not good for him. They were more than happy on the defensive side to gather that one in and take it to the house.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
By no means certainly are they out of this contest. Two-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks, giving him a yard up to the 42.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
They'll let this go deep for St. Brown.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
To throw is gone.
That's taken in. It's Isaac to Slaw.
He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. Fourth down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Here's Howard to throw from his end zone. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll give up the middle to Johnson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hurt. 19 tight, 19 Lions. Check out.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It's fielded at the 45. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. Trying the left side with Gibbs. And they string that play out nicely. He stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Gone. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
Goff now to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Black 20.
Now it's gone. Hard throw, incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Bates' kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now? Those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again.
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better, 2 weeks in a row? You have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
18 couple, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Go.
They'll look to throw again. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. DK Metcalf, 45 yards. And the Steelers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is up to 18 now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
180.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Goff now looks to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
This offense so far on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. Pressure comes, and the Steelers taken down. Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack. Here comes the Lions punter now. Standing just about on his own goal line. Here's Kidd to return. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll get it down to the play to the 37.
87 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now Howard operating from the gun. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Ready? Here we go, here we go. 60 bison, 60 bison. Go.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
2nd and 10.
Roll. Set it. Cowboy.
They go to Johnson again. And same result. He's going to take this just to the line of scrimmage before running into a brick wall. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Howard.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled.
He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. This whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense isn't going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
It's a gain of 7.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And this is a situation where as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?